Hey, what's up, everyone? You ever have one of them mornings where everything you touch turns to crap? Yeah, well, as you can see, I was all set up to go live this morning and had everything working. Everything was, fine. Had good connection. It was going to work out fine. And then I got the blue screen on the computer. And it wouldn't repair itself, so I had to do a uh, had to back it up, had to do a restore on it, and hopefully that takes care of it. I doubt it. That's probably one of the reasons why it was only $10. Why it was at the junk store is because it was had problems. HP, I've always had problems with HP computers. Monitors, I don't have any problems with the monitors. I like their monitors. But their computers, I don't know, I've always had problems with them acting up and not being compatible with this and that. And I upgraded that, put the 8 gig of RAM in it, and it still, uh, when I turned it on this morning and started working with it a little bit, it seemed awful sluggish. So I was kind of thinking that something was going on. I had StreamYard up; it was working fine, but I lost my bar along the bottom, my whatever you call your bar across the bottom. Lost the time and everything, and I couldn't even check my connections or anything. So when I stopped it to check out what was going on, it was just a white screen. So I restarted it, and then I got the blue screen, the one that says your computer has run into a problem and we are collecting some information and then we will restart it. Yeah, well, it just kept doing that over and over and over and over and over again. And then I figured out what the hell. I started looking into it, and I'll do I might have to do a factory reset on it again. There may still have been something in there from the previous owner that's causing it to get stupid. So I'm not live. This is probably going to be a premiere. I'm using the record function on the StreamYard for the first time, so we're going to see how that goes, and hopefully that works out good. And if it does, then I know I can do my kind of the premiere, do a recording, because I lost my internet last weekend. That's why I wasn't on. My phone got turned off. I was using it as my mobile hotspot. That way I could go live with it and it would work just fine. The signal was strong enough, but I did see that the guys were roaming around here, and I think they have FiOS in around here. So I'm checking into FiOS to see if I can't get it here, which I should, because I used to have cable, so that everything's here for FiOS for the cable company, and hopefully that'll, if I can get the FiOS, I know that'll be quick enough and work good. So I'm on my old computer over here. You get to see all my junk in the background, and towel sitting over there, stuff everywhere. So you get to see all that crap behind me. This little camera I'm using now, it's one of those cheapos. It's a Dynex. I don't know if you remember Dynex. That was back in the 90s. I don't even know if they're still around. It was one of Best Buy's one of their cheap models, and that came on a pallet of returns that I had bought car stereo returns. That was kind of tucked down in a box. There was a box on there with a whole bunch of computer stuff in it, and that was in there. There was a bunch of those and mouses and stuff like that. And they're not bad. It's only 1.3. It may not be as clear. I still haven't dug out or found my good one. I have a real good HD camera that I'll put on here. If I can't get the unit squared away, I'm just going to start doing these on StreamYard, which I don't know if they call them a Premiere or whatever, but it records it, and then I think then it'll upload it and post it. So whenever this gets posted, it gets posted. But, it's just one of those mornings. I played around with the computer this week to make sure everything was working, and it was working fine. It's just, of course, when you absolutely need it and need to go live or do something, then it, doesn't want to work. So it's just been one of those mornings. I printed out some stickers, decals or stickers or artwork or whatever for my top 10, and had them all looking good and all that, and had new ink cartridges in the printer. I printed them out on a piece of paper. I usually do paper first before I use the sticker sheets, because the sticker sheets are a little more expensive than a quarter-cent piece of paper, and looked good. I just had a little bit of a top cut off of it, and I said, okay, good. So I moved it around a little bit, and when I moved it around, then it enlarged it. No, made it smaller. So, needless to say, I printed it out on the sticker paper, and it doesn't fit, and it didn't print my orange. I've always had problems printing stuff with that computer in the house. You get one good print, and then the next print you start losing colors. The more you print, you lose more colors. And same thing. I've updated the drivers and all that stuff. I hate printers. Printers are such a pain. But when you need them, you need them. So you have to have them. So I don't know if it's this is a different printer too. So I'm thinking it's my computer that just doesn't like printers. I may have to bring the printer out here and hook it up to this computer and just do everything out here like I kind of want to, and just do my editing and video stuff in the house instead of running back and forth and printing stuff out or whatever. Eventually it's going to happen. Not too bad today. It's about 32 this morning. Couldn't have been like Friday and be in the 50s. And hey, Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody will be in watching football this evening, so that's why I want to get this up, because I don't know, what do they start, about 12 hours with kickoff, pregame, and all that stuff anymore? I think they started Monday with all the crap leading up to the Super Bowl. What we have Kansas City and 49ers. I wanted Kansas City and the Detroit Lions, but me and Carlos, we were kind of half right, and we got Kansas City. So I'll be rooting for Kansas City, even though I can't get the Super Bowl here because I don't have cable or satellite or anything like that. All I have is just my Fire Stick that I watch stuff on. Just not in a budget right at the moment, so which I don't mind. There's plenty of stuff to watch on there. It's just that I don't get to see any of the racing or football or anything like that, which I don't miss. I'll gladly come out here and work on something while the games are on, and I see it pops up on my phone, the scores, and all that stuff. So Usually, if I watch the football game, I'm a Browns fan. Usually, if I'm watching the Cleveland Browns, I get pissed off anyway, and then you're pissed off the rest of the day, rest of the afternoon because of the crap they do. But so, and then Daytona 500. I think. Let's see. This weekend is Super Bowl, and I think next weekend is the Daytona 500 already. So we're moving through winter pretty quick, such as it is. This week we had some record high temperatures. I think it was almost 60 degrees on, I think, Thursday. Boy, I loved it. I was able to get out and do some painting outside instead in here. So I got some stuff painted up for top 10. I've been posting quite a bit on top 10. I've been kind of really working on it. Let's see. Last week we went over it and we tore the play field apart, got everything off of it, and pulled all the switches and everything down through the bottom and got it ready. And then we made stencils because I had decided that instead of trying to just kind of touch up the play field, we would repaint the whole thing. That was, and then what was it? Wednesday stencils. Yesterday was sanding and getting it all prepped, and I got my first color on it, which was the blue, and it turned out pretty decent. You'll be surprised, I think. I'm working on some other things with it. Instead of trying to paint in all the numbers and all the sayings and all that stuff, I got some clear print paper for the inkjet printer, and I printed out the numbers and everything and put them down on the play field, and then I'll clear coat over it, and that'll keep them down. And the only thing I'm not real happy about with it is on some of the colors there's a bit of a kind of a milky haze to the clear plastic. I don't know if it was the stickers that I bought. The sticker sheets that I bought were just not as good. But it's really hard to. Oh man, that's not going to come in, is it? I'm not going to see that. That's why I said I need to find my better camera. This is white, and God, I don't know if I can get it to. No. Anyway, so I don't know if it's just the paper or plastic or whatever that's printed on. It's just not really a good sticker or not. I mean, like I said, all of it was all about the same price, and and so I don't know if it was that or if it's just the nature of the acetate. I think is what they use, or it could be that it's just a crap brand, and I'll have to probably try something different. Probably have to try a different brand. And then so coming up this week, since we're on top 10, you'll see all the colors put down on the play field, and then we'll work through putting numbers and that on the play field. I'm thinking about doing something this week too, for like Wednesday, a different video, either Wednesday or Saturday, because I know it gets kind of stale running too many videos on the same project. But who knows? It might be that everybody wants me to keep going on it. I'm doing quite a few on the play field itself because it was in such a mess. It was rough, so I have lots on. I'm still working on stuff for the play field, the parts, plastics, and stuff like that, and stuff that goes down on it. And then hopefully I can start putting some, what the heck? Oh, just old gray hair. I can start putting inserts in, and we can start laying out some inserts and seeing what colors we want to use. Those I bought a whole crap load of inserts when I had the money, because there's so many of the machines that you can change the inserts on just about every one of those old EMs because they're all cupped. But some people like it that way because it kind of shows the nostalgic. It shows its age, but a lot of times I like a nice smooth surface to play on. I don't like being thrown a curveball when the pinball is coming down and hits an insert and curves it around. Some of them get pretty bad, especially on those EMs, those opaque white ones or clear ones, whatever, those opaque ones. Them suckers cup out really bad. Top 10, and I turned it over and tapped on the bottom, and half of them that was left in it fell out onto the floor. I just had to take a little screwdriver and tap on each one of them, and they dropped out on the floor. So they shrunk up pretty bad. I did try a new one, and they'll be tight. So it's just that it dried out and shrunk up to nothing. So there's a lot going on with it. And like I said, I want to do something different. I want to get another video. I'm getting kind of not really bored with top 10 playfield, but I know some people are. So I want to do something. Started working on that PC engine, and I got it apart and found that somebody else had already been in there before me and ripped the flat cable for the laser, and those lasers seem like they're made out of unobtainable. So that's going to sit until I get another one. And I'm not even going to post that video because I hate posting stuff that just doesn't work like that. You get in there, and the next thing you know, you find out that somebody else had already been in there and screwed it all up. I don't mind, opening stuff up and finding that somebody was in there before me and screwed some stuff up, as long as I can fix it. But when they screw up a part that you can't get, then it's not worth messing with until you can get another one. Which that one's the first one I had seen and picked up since for about 15 years or more. That's the first one I've ever seen around here. So, and I picked that up at the auction. I think I paid $30 for it. There was no cords with it, no games, nothing. Just the little briefcase, or briefcase. I think they call it the briefcase style PC engine, which is TurboGrafx 16. So I went and, I got games for it, got a couple games for it, got the cords and everything for it. But, so it sits there, and, eventually the other one will show up, and hopefully that one, even if that one has a bad laser in it, as long as the ribbon cable is good, I can change the ribbon cable on the laser. I was looking at that, and I figured if I could even find a crap laser, at least that would give me a hope that I could change the ribbon cable, and the laser that's in that is good. It's just that somebody, I don't know, tore it apart and screwed it up. But I don't know. I want to get back to messing around with the 3D printer and doing some 3D printing and see what we can make. I've been looking over, top 10, trying to figure out, is there anything that that we could print out for it? But everything I have, pretty much everything for it except for the score motor. And if one of you guys would find me a score motor, I would really be happy. Because once I get the score motor, then we can really move forward on it and get it up and running. The coin relay, that can be, I don't know if I have one out there or not. I may have a spare coin relay. Everything else, it's the score motor, Beak score motor. Find me score motor, and we'll get that up and running. I tried Pinball Resource, tried Steve Young, and their answer was check with eBay. So that was kind of a letdown, And I've tried Pinside, and I've tried on Facebook the Chicago Coin site, that I belong to that group, and all that, and you post, and you never hear anything from anybody. I guess maybe I'm just not in their clique, and they don't care if I need something or not, and if they have it, they're going to keep it for one of their friends if they need one. Find that a lot about these groups and people in the pinball community, that a lot of them don't want to give up their parts for just anybody. They hang on to their parts for their friends. You got to be in their clique. If you're not in their clique, then whatever, you're nothing. Find that out a lot about people. They don't care. But enough of that. Enough of that going around. We're still, yeah, the 3D printer. I want to get back to doing some stuff with the 3D printer. I do have a new affiliate in the description. I don't know if it's going to be on here or not, but it should be should have been in yesterday's video or the next video. That's a BIGTREETECH. BIGTREETECH is all upgrades, and that for your 3D printer. You'll find them a lot on eBay. When you're on eBay, if you're looking up a board or something for your 3D printer, or your head, or your nozzles, or anything like that, a lot of that stuff is from BIGTREETECH. So BIGTREETECH's in my description. I haven't added anything to the store. Just not selling anything, so why do anything? But I did get a hold of customer support for YouTube, and I got a little glimmer of hope that I may be able to get monetized again. I have to wait till the end of this month before I do an appeal again after 3 years. They want you to wait 90 days. If you do an appeal before the 90 days, it's usually automatically declined. So I got a hold of them this week, and finally got a hold of a person, and email back and forth, and they told me to do another appeal since it's been so long, but to wait the 90 days. And I think the last one I did was back in November 24th. So I have to wait till the end of this month, or at least the first of March, before I do another appeal, and let's see what happens. I might be able to get monetized with it. See, we're getting a lot more subscribers to the channel as well. A lot of new subscribers. Keeps jumping every day as I post more and more stuff. You know, I think I'm up to over 550 videos or something like that on YouTube. So we're getting quite a few new subscribers. I don't know what they're subscribing to because I haven't looked here lately. I should do that and see what they're interested in, and probably start doing a little bit more videos on that type of stuff. Normally, it's my home consoles and the electronics. When I do a lot of the electronics, the receivers, turntables, and all that stuff, I get quite a few off of that, which is good because I probably have more of that stuff to do. I need to go over to the other shop. I have some stuff over there I should bring over and see what I can do with it and do some videos on it too. I have a lot of speakers over there too that I should bring over some and start working on them, start changing the spiders, voice coils, and putting new cones on them, because I have some really good speakers over there that the cones are tore or got a big hole in them or something like that. But as long as the voice coil is good, I don't have the means right at the moment to wrap a voice coil, but you know, hey, there's always something we can do. If I have the wire and the tube, we can sit down and actually wind a voice coil by hand if need be. Because I have some Infinity speakers over there, some good 12s, Infinities, some Pioneers. At that time they were okay, but mainly I have a lot of Infinity speakers over there. Car, and there's some home speakers over there too that need to be gone through. I just haven't done anything because I have, you know, stuff here to do, but you know, I can always throw in something different to break up the monotony of top 10 or a pinball machine or a video game or something like that. I can always do something like that, or the 3D printer. I can, you know, I have everything sitting right here to work on making the video on the Xbox 360 Connect, using it as a 3D scanner. I played around with that. I got that pretty good. I got a handle on that. I should do that video. I've just been coming out here and, you know, just going right straight towards the play field and working around the play field to try and get as much of that knocked out as possible and get as far along as I can with it, which with the play field, we'll be able to probably get it totally completed before I have to do anything else. The cabinet, yeah, I know I'm bouncing around again. I love doing that. Talk about one thing and then go back to the other thing I was talking about. But yeah, I should do the scanner video. I've just been working on top 10. That takes up a lot of time when you're starting to, you know, making tracings and doing stencils and laying stencils out and painting, and then there's a lot of cleanup afterwards because of the bleed that you get. You'll see in the next video. That should be Wednesday, unless, like I said, unless I do something different and post something on Wednesday, and then this one will be Saturday. You'll see a lot of cleanup, but got it cleaned up. It looks good. At least I think so. You guys will be the judge. Um, as always, you're always your worst critic, and I look at it and I can find all kind of crap, that errors and flaws and stuff like that. But it's not a museum piece restoration. It's just a restoration to make it look and play the best that I can do. I'm no artist. I'm not perfect at that stuff, but I do my best. And hey, how it comes out, it comes out. And that's why I said when I started this, however it comes out, you're going to see it, because I'm not going to hide. If I screw it up, I'm not going to hide it. You're going to see it. Because once I got started, it's like, yeah, once you get started, you're committed, or maybe I should be committed. But not much else. Just been working in the garage here. A lot of stuff to do. I have plenty. I'm not worried about running out of stuff to do. But we're going to see how this works with StreamYard. I may end up doing all my premieres, or whatever you call them, with StreamYard instead of through YouTube. Because we'll see if there's an upload time with this, like with YouTube. When I do a premiere, I do the video, and then I have to go in and edit it, and then upload it. And the upload time is the killer. If I do a 45-minute coffee break, it's going to be between 12 and 16 hours to upload that period. That's why I can't go live, is because the internet here sucks so bad. So we'll see with StreamYard if I have an upload time, or as I'm doing a recording, am I uploading it right away, right into their whatever, and then it'll get posted. Find out when I end the recording, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is the first one, and then if it works out, until I could get the better internet, I'll be doing them like this. I'll get set up a little bit different. This was just in a kind of a haste to get everything set up so I could do my Sunday coffee break, since I missed last Sunday. I wanted to get a coffee break in this week and let you know what's going on, and because I had people asking me, what happened to coffee break. Well, I lost my mobile phone, so I couldn't upload. I have a new phone, new carrier, but I don't have mobile hotspot on it, or I do, but it's metered. So I was probably going to get one coffee break in live, and then I was going to be out of data. But which was fine. At least I could do one anyway. But we'll see what happens. So, like I said, I don't have unlimited data, and the connection on that one is not as good as what my old one was. But crap happens. So I think I'm going to cut this one short, see how this goes, see how this works, and at least I'll get one up, get coffee break in. I don't know, probably sometime today. It is 10 to 10 right at the moment, so we'll see how long it takes to get this, if you have to upload or what. Uh, so, so as the trailer says, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. The more you like, hit the like button on my videos, the more it helps the channel and the more subscribers we gain. So, and we can build a heck of a community with a whole bunch of different things that I do. And don't forget about the affiliate links in my description and my store. If you feel you need to support the channel with maybe a coffee cup or t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie, whatever, they're there. So I hope to see you next Sunday. I'll be here next Sunday, no matter what. It's either going to be recorded or live. So until then, take care, have a great week, and we'll see you.